So, good evening. Welcome to the show. Diego Rivera from Viña Garcés Silva. How are you?
Hi, Marcus. Fine, very well. And you? How are you?
I'm great. I'm in the Stockholm area, but you are in Chile, right?
Yeah, exactly. I am at the winery. We are in the Leda Valley. It's a coastal region, an hour and a half from the capital city of Santiago, just 10 kilometers away from the Pacific Ocean.
Wow. Well, thanks a lot for joining the show. It's really nice to have you here. And the reason, surprise, surprise, on Friday, one of your wines will be released here in Sweden in the temporary assortment. And it's, I think you have several production lines, but this is from the line called Boya, right?
Yeah, exactly. We were a small winery that we are focused just here on the state, on the Leda Valley. We have two different labels, Amaina and Boya, and we've been working with Sweden with the Pinot Noir for the last 3 or 4 years.
Yeah, so it's the Pinot Noir that's coming to all the Swedes this Friday, right?
Yeah, exactly.
And by the way, Boya, maybe I got this wrong, but doesn't that mean or have something to mean by outlooking the ocean or something?
Yeah, exactly. So as we are so close to the ocean, all the ideas and all the image of the winery, it's linked with the Pacific Ocean. So we have boya, that is the Spanish word for buoy, so a natural water reference for everybody. So that where the name comes from. And Amaina, the other label, it's a local word to express the calm after the storm, because this is a very foggy place, so we get a lot of very cloudy mornings, and suddenly it opens up, the sun starts to shine back. So that's a little bit the feeling of the Amaina.
Cool. Speaking of cool, it's actually quite cold. I think now, even I can see you have your jacket on, even though you are in the cellar, but it's a quite cool climate, isn't it?
Yes, exactly. So the place is very influenced by a Humboldt current that comes from the Antarctica. So all the Chilean coast, and especially here, has a very cold climate all year round. It's not so cold during the winter as we can compare to Sweden, of course, but in the summertime we get maybe maximums of 24, 25 degrees as a maximum average in January. That is the warmest month, not more than that. So, and for very short periods of time, maybe 3-4 hours per day, and then it cools down fast again on the afternoons.
And then Pinot Noir, I guess this is a perfect place for Pinot Noir, right?
Yeah, exactly. Pinot Noir, Chardonnay, also Sauvignon Blanc, that is the main variety planted over here. And also we produce some very nice cool climate Syrah.
Wow. So, but this Pinot Noir, can you tell us how you made it?
Yep. So, well, this is a Pinot Noir that I have it here. I just opened the bottle. So, Boya Pinot Noir 2020. And it's a Pinot Noir that we get from slightly newer vineyards. They are now around 10 years old at this vintage. And it's a wine that we look for the best fruit expression of the variety. So we try to respect the origins of each block that goes into the blend. And for that way, we play a little bit between destemming and whole clusters in the fermentation. We started using a little bit more whole cluster fermentation from 2020. So actually this vintage, we raised it between 10 to 20%, depending on the different cuvées that we do for the blending. And then we try to manage the extraction in a light way, just with short pump overs and a total time of contact with the skin for not more than 2 weeks. And after, we do a really simple aging between wood, stainless steel, and concrete for around 12 months over the fine lees, and then we just rack the wine and it's almost ready to bottle.
Great, and then off to Sweden. It's a long journey.
Exactly, yeah, exactly.
And here it is. Oh, sorry.
No, I was just speaking to the wine. It has a really nice, bright, like pale color, as you would expect from a Pinot Noir, with a lot of fruit, a little bit of spiciness as well in the nose, some peppery notes that are very classic from the Hela Valley Pinot Noir. And it's very fresh and balanced in the palate as well.
Good. I have it here in Swedish. I don't know how good your Swedish is, but it's going to be 150 kronor at the Systembolaget, or the Monopoly. And I think your tasting notes here resembles quite well what it says here. So when the Swedes now are buying this on Friday, what would you say we should eat together with the wine?
Yeah, well, it's a wine great for an appetizer. Like, you can get like simple food with it, pair it with some cheese maybe. It's a quite versatile wine. It still has a nice structure if you want to have something a little bit heavier, but for me it's a wine that you will open and maybe have a few glasses before starting to eat, maybe relaxing on the afternoon. I think it will fit very well the summertime, as it's fresh. It brings the bright fruit right into the glass, so it's a nice wine in that way.
Great. So yeah, as it is summertime now here in Sweden, I guess we drink it now. We're not going to save this for years. This is made to consume at best now. That's what I'm hearing, right?
Yeah, but it's still, I think it will age. It's a wine that, of course, now most of the wines are consumed quite rapidly, but people can cellar it and have a nice evolution over the maybe 4 or 5 next years.
Good. Well, we're gonna bring it in here in the picture again. So this is Boya Pinot Noir from 2020 that's releasing on Friday, and it's 150 kronor. And I hope to see you here in Sweden as well, because I think hopefully you have more of your wines coming to the Monopoly in the future as well.
Yes, I really look forward to visit Sweden and be with you and share the wines.
Yes. Thank you so much for joining us. And I see you are in your cellar, so I guess you have some work to do to make sure we get wines next year as well.
Okay, right? Yes, exactly. So thank you for the invitation to the show, Marcus, and we are really available for any talks whenever you need some info from the Hela Valley, from Garcés Silva.
Great. Thanks a lot, and send our regards to the whole team, and have a nice summer.
Okay. Cheers.
Bye-bye. Cheers.
Bye.